Hey there, Michael here. I want to speak to you about something really important when it comes to having success with semen retention. And it's something that I don't hear a lot of people speak about, but then again, I don't watch a lot of other people on here. But it's something that I wish I knew 3 or 4 years ago. And that is that I would have to sacrifice who I was and the life I was living if I was going to have success with semen retention. Now, I wasn't ready to hear that back then, and maybe you're not ready to hear that either. But that's what I needed to hear. See, I thought, semen retention would be this cure-all thing, and I just had to willpower it, and then that would be it, and then my life would start getting better if only I could have enough willpower. But the truth is who I was then was not capable of semen retention. Yeah, that's what I had to get. I had to get honest with myself. Who I was then was not capable of semen retention. So I had to transform and change. Now, I've spoken about this in many other videos, and what I think to be the absolute key to this is becoming somebody that can be with their emotions and not act impulsively. Not need to act on every desire that comes to them. To be able to sit in that uncomfortability. I believe that is the key to retaining. However, I want to give you a different angle, and that is more of an external solution angle. To start discovering what in your life is contributing and making it more difficult than it has to be for you to retain. Like, do you know what that is? Like, do you know what in your life is making it more difficult than it needs to be to retain? And are you willing to release that thing? Because quite often those things are part of the same addiction. This addiction to run away from, avoid, and numb our emotions. So for me, like, I smoked weed. But every time I smoked weed, then I would release. Or I would drink, and then that would lead somewhere, eventually to me releasing. Or I'd be on Instagram and even TikTok. I don't know if those are the same now, but they were wild back then. That was pretty much pornography. And then that would, lead me, eventually to porn. I was living a life that was like trying to satiate how I felt with pleasure. And as you've probably experienced it, it's just never enough. It's never enough. The pleasure can never fulfill that. You can never scratch the itch. And, life guided me to realize that, like, hang on, I'm going around in circles. I'm doing the same thing day in, day out. I'm saying I won't do it, and I'm doing it. So we have to start shifting from this lifestyle of like, give me, like, make me feel good, to like, I want to do what's good for me. Yeah, I don't care about what feels good. I want to do what's good, period. I want to do what has me be my best self. I want to do what has me grow the most. I want to do what has me be a man of integrity. I want to do what has me look in the mirror and be like, damn, dude, that is fucking awesome. You're on fire. You're doing really well. So what is it for you? What is it that's getting in the way for you? It's maybe all of those things that I mentioned. It's maybe other things as well. It could even be people and places that you're hanging around as well that sexually activate you. It could also be fantasy. Your fantasies can activate you and then lead you to releasing too. Are you willing to let go of these things? You don't even need to know how you can. You don't even need to know, what to replace them with. Just the willingness, just that decision can be powerful. Just that honesty. Like, how freaking badly do you want this? Like, do you just want to be like, oh yeah, I kind of want, oh yeah, I really want it, but then you don't do anything change? Like, for me, success with semen retention, again, it came from me becoming someone different. I honestly, I forgot about semen retention. I just started working on myself. Because my life wasn't working. So I just started working on myself, on my emotions, on all this stuff from the past, unhealed, unresolved. Hired mentors, hired therapists, did body work, did breath work, did plant medicine, I just threw everything at it. Got rid of toxic relationships, and then one day I'm like, oh, I'm really just completely done with this. And then that was the time that I ended up doing 100 days. I'm like, cool. So it's a mindset shift. Yes, semen retention will make your life significantly better, but you have to become better before you can even do it. Right? So here's a little takeaway. Here's a little action that you can actually execute, right? If you're not feeling good about your life, do you know what will make you feel really good? Is if you just take a little bit of action towards it. You'll start feeling so freaking good, dude. So here it is, because I want to give it to you. I don't want you just to click on another video of mine or somebody else's and just keep on doing that. No. Yeah, it helps a little bit, but if you really want to get the most bang for your buck, here's a bit of action. You can journal and answer the question, asking your higher self, what is it in my life currently that is contributing to my relapse? Ask your higher self that. Higher self, what is it that's contributing to my relapse? And consciously, it might maybe stuff that doesn't even make any sense. Relationships could come up, for instance, or some random thing, and you're like, okay, just write it down. Then you can ask your higher self, what are the 3 major ones that if I released would make the biggest difference to me having success with semen retention? So you're asking your higher self that, and you're going to get a different answer than if you're just asking your lower self or your regular self. And then you can ask, what are the actions, higher self, what are the actions that I must take to release this from my life? What do I need to do? What are the top 4 to 5 actions? And just see what comes. And if you really want to retain, if you really want to start creating a shift in your life and moving in the positive direction, you take the actions. We just take an action. And now you'll be on the path. There you go. I hope this has helped. I hope that this is something that you decide to use so you can have the life that you really, truly deserve. a life where you are embodying your higher self and your true nature. Because you deserve it. Much love. Bye.